Week 11 recap. Well, we're going to go ahead and play the weekly recap, and then we'll get started.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We'll start in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Chris Olave. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 74 yards to the end zone. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's Brock Purdy. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The 49ers keep it rolling. They get their 6th straight victory here. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. They're going to swing it out to him in the right flat, but then watch him go to work. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the recap for Week 11. We'll do the incentive check. I know you guys missed me. It's been a while. Was under the weather. I had to actually get a sinus surgery. You guys can't tell because it's like a septoplasty. And then I was heading to DR, but I said, you know what, I'm going to go after we finish this season straight, So I'm going to just put that out for a couple weeks after Christmas, and then we'll head on over. So we want to finish this year strong, man. As we can see, the week of, it was like the same day I decided to not go. The Saints had already played us, so but we're still looking good. We're 8-2 right now. Take a look at the incentive check. Everything looks good. Nothing really to worry about. So the Saints beat the Jaguars computer game 42-21. Then we had user Giants and the Eagles. Giants won this game 31-10. Then I don't think I interviewed. I don't think I interviewed neither guy. Just want to make sure. But Giants won 31-10. They lost the turnover battle. Well, they won a turnover battle as well. Jackson Dart, 245, 3 TDs. Neither side really ran the ball well. Receivers, you had some catches here and there. But I think it really came down to just defense. One interception by the Giants, and then the ability to not turn the ball over. And then you shy away from losing the time of possession. But for the most part, that was a very good game played. Oh, no, the Giants lost. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Hold up. Okay, yeah, so that was a pretty good game as far as winning 31-10. Moving on, we had the Rams and the Packers. Turnover battle was 3-0. Did catch up with both guys. As we can clearly see, there's way too many turnovers. I mean, 3 turnovers to 0. You just can't win a game like that. I don't care who you playing. Shit like that just don't make sense. 3 interceptions, just way too many interceptions. Cam Ward throwing interceptions the same way he did with the Titans. And then you guys know the Rams traded for him, and it looks like he's still making those silly mistakes. So let's take a listen to hear what Watching You had to say about this game.
I got sold a lemon by the Titans with Cam Ward. along with these fucking sliders. This motherfucker be everywhere that he shouldn't be with the ball, no matter if it's open or not. So yeah, it was a good game, but he just had the better quarterback and made better plays. Because my plays was there most of the time, but he just had the better quarterback, while my quarterback was everywhere besides on target. And the last play to win the game, I don't know how my defense got confused up on that play, but it is what it is. I'll see him in the playoffs if he make it. You know, I'm still gonna win this bitch anyway, so it don't really matter. Yeah. That nigga motherfucker check down. Mr. Check down. He another check down. How the fuck can your running back is your leading receiver? All he does is check down. God damn. But other than that, he alright. I should have won that game though. But it is what it is.
Shade thrown right there. Shade is definitely thrown. You guys heard it. Plug my controller ups. You guys heard it right there. Rams calling out the Packers. I guess they was running that Dillion Gabriel offense. Check down, check down, check down. You know, you just can't get the job done like that. So, hey, it worked. The only difference is Green Bay actually got the job done. They won the game. So, clean game, as I said before, by the Green Bay Packers. So we'll take a listen to hear what Green Bay had to say. I know he probably wished he would have known that he was going to be called out for running check down. Um, let's see. Okay, that's D Money. Um, let's see if he responded. He didn't get a chance to, but he did say, good matchup, hell of a game. He's a new guy, so I will allow him to get himself taken care of. We will interview him the next game because he didn't respond back. So I let him slide just this one time, but the next one he will be ineligible. Moving on, we had Rio Bucks against the Panthers. Let's see. All right, so we didn't interview neither guy, but as we can see, Panthers won 30-28. They lost in the turnover battle 2-1. Caden Salter, 3 TDs, 328, a lot of yards. Chuba Hubbard had 117. Jeremiah Smith played great. He was a great addition to the Buccaneers. 10 receptions, 157, a TD. Defense looked good. 2 interceptions for the defense. As far as Tampa Bay, but they still fell short. They looked good in the turnover battle. They lost the time of possession, and they lost the third down conversions. So the defense could get off the field, and they lost. Tough one. Moving on, we had the Titans and the Bills. This was a very big win by the Titans. So let's take a listen to hear what he had to say after the huge victory. Oh, and what is it? His quarterback, John Mateer. Yeah, John Mateer playing great.
Hey, Stephen A. Yeah, very excited. Great win. Long overdue. Yeah, I did turn the ball over 3 times. I'm trying to minimize that. Actually, John Mateer has been playing better, but I'm looking forward to the draft to get a new quarterback and to make him my backup. He sells a lot of balls, hard to trust. I don't want to be one dimensional just with the run game, so I have to be more creative, more play action. That's what I try to do. And then, of course, on the other side of the ball, every game just getting better. There's great competition in this league, and it only makes me better. So hopefully this is a right step in a new direction. And I look forward to finishing strong.
Big win. As I said before about the Titans. Um, I love the fight in the Titans. You know, they never really complain. You know, they lose games here and there, but they know how to battle. And they have a very young team. I'm not sure if you guys been keeping up with the show, but they are one of the teams that's very young. And we didn't interview the Bills. He's not on the eligibility list. So we'll keep this thing rolling. Big surprise right here by the Cowboys. Didn't interview neither guy. Cowboys lost a big one, 42-18. Turnover battle, not as bad. They did lose the time of possession. Their defense just didn't come to play. 5 total TDs by Tua. Um, Jalen Wright, 94 yards. Jaden Blue was held under 100 yards. Claiborne was held under, wow, only had 50 yards rushing. Says a lot about the Dolphins defense. Um, Receiving looked pretty good. A lot of tackles by the Cowboys. They had 2 guys leading in tackles, and then Tremaine Edmonds had an interception. So Cowboys got down early, 3-21 in the first half, and then from there it just got worse and worse. They couldn't get anything done on the third down conversions, 2-6. That's a big deal right there, and you know they just couldn't get the job done. 20 first down, offensive first down to 13. Very surprised right there. Very surprised. All right, next up we had was the Flybaby Gaming. This was a big win right here. He won 31-15. And he says, I'm traveling, big dog. I tried to get to it. All right, well, you exempt. You sent that to me. So big game. 2 turnovers, 2-1. Turnover battle was time of possession was 21-18. So he won in the time of possession. CJ Stroud, 4 total TDs. He didn't stop the run. 138 yards is a lot of yards for the Chiefs, but Nico Collins, 5 receptions, 118, 2 TDs. They both traded interceptions. So for the most part, it was a great game. Good, solid win by the Texans. They also won a third down conversions, and they was able to win that one. All right, next up we had was the 49ers and the Ravens. This was an old school style game. Not a lot of points. Let's see what the Ravens had to say.
Yeah, the 49ers game, that had to have been one of the worst offensive games I've ever had. It was a heavy rain, so everybody was slipping. Lamar was just throwing the ball crazy. I had no idea where half the passes were even going to, and the half that I didn't know were going to, he caught half of those, so that's where the 6 interceptions come from. I just couldn't complete a pass. I don't know if it had to do with the rain or the new sliders that got implemented last week, but I'm hoping it was the rain because it's gonna be rough for me if that's how the game's gonna play from here on out, I guess. So nothing that he did was anything great besides his guys caught the ball and mine didn't. So yeah, that's one of those games I wish I had back to replay. I would have probably done things a little different, tried to run the ball a little more. Even my short passes, I tried the short game, and my guys are either slipping on routes or they just would not catch it, or Lamar threw the ball 30 yards past them. I couldn't even complete a drag there the first 3 series. It was I don't know. It was just a rough one.
As you guys heard, it's the second time back-to-back interviews where somebody complained about the sliders. I'm very excited to see what's been changed. as far as the sliders go. But I don't have any fear when it comes to that type of stuff. But we'll see. Um, we'll definitely see how that goes. But that definitely raised some concern to hear that back to back as far as the sliders. So apparently, it's not playing like Madden right now.
Hey, good day, Stephen A. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it was a good win against a good Ravens team, man. These guys are loaded. I'm happy with how the defense played. I think we had like 5 or 6 interceptions. So it was the weather was bad. We played in the monsoon, man. The rain was coming down, so that made it a little bit difficult on the offense. Guys were losing their footing, so made it a little bit difficult to cut, run, and complete passes. But overall, I'm pleased with the effort, man. Our guys showed a lot of fight, a lot of grit. Defense leading the way. Brock played pretty well. The running game was not overly powerful, but was sufficient enough for us to keep him honest, moving the ball. But the defense really set the tone with a couple of red zone interceptions. Fred Warner was a beast. I don't know what he ate in the morning, but came away with 3 picks in that game. So he was reading Lamar pretty good. So I'm pleased with the game, man. I'm happy how the team is playing right now. Going into the final stretch, it's a crazy gauntlet of teams I had to play and have going forward. But looking forward to the challenge. And yeah, man. Thanks for having me. Best of luck the rest of the way too.
Appreciate you. So apparently the weather was very bad in this game, and you add that along with the sliders. It sounds like it was a nasty game, as expected, with weather. Moving on, the Colts was the Colts. I see he hasn't fell off any bit. He won 59-18. I kind of hate that I made that last minute decision to um, decide to leave and then come back because we are in a battle within our division. We was one game behind them, but because I lost, um, I'm actually 2 games back now. So he did speak out after the big time win, 59-18, and then we'll also hear what Coop had to say.
Hey, Stephen A., welcome back. It's great to have you back. Hope you're doing well after your little hiatus. This game against the Falcons was just the victory we needed defensively. Played extremely well against the pass, and Penix forced 4 interceptions. He had under 40% completion. Against the run, Bijan had 170 yards, which is not what we like to see, but about 140 of those yards came on 2 carries. So the rest of the time, we did our job, played well. We just got to clean up the big plays. Offensively, got a good mix of runs from Taylor, Jaheim White. Carson Hansen had a big run. And then Anthony Richardson chipped in. He had a touchdown run on a read option. He had 2 through the air. Finished like 240-plus yards, 16 of 20 completion. So a really good game from him. We got a couple of tough games coming up in the next few weeks. My next opponent, I'm going to East Rutherford to take on the New York Jets and Mike. It'll be my first time I've played Mike in this cycle. And I know Mike's a great opponent. I played him in the Natty in college. I played him in the playoffs before. So he'll give me a tough game. It'll be a tough challenge. Just got to overcome it. So thank you for your time. Enjoy your time, and welcome back.
I appreciate you for the welcome. And as I said before, big time win, 59-18. Coop did get whooped pretty bad, man. So I'm very excited to hear his response after the big time loss.
Well, quick recap. Bijan's good. Rest of the team is ass. Can't catch, can't throw, can't stop the run, can't stop the pass. We suck.
So you guys heard it right there. Frustration coming from the Falcons, losing besides Bijan Robinson. Nothing else looks good from this football team. And so it remains to be seen what they're going to do in the offseason. Maybe they need to address the draft, hit it hard. That's what we should expect. Moving on, the Bears, OJ won 54-20. Big time win, complete domination. And let's take a listen to hear what OJ had to say after the victory.
Stephen A., I thought I was playing you with how many passes I was being thrown. But man, what a game. The linebackers came to play. The front seven really as a whole came to play. The offense came to play. We weren't messing around. That last debacle against the Niners happened. We put that in the past, and we said, you know what? We're going to regain our rightful spot as the number one team in the NFC. Because it took a fluke last year to beat me, and it's going to take a fluke this year to beat me. We're going all the way. We're doing things. We're happy with our team. The guys are playing like they need to play. The offense is humming. And Caleb Williams is the MVP.
Great stuff. Great stuff right there from OJ. As you guys heard it right there, a lot of passing yards. Looking like me out there. That's what I love to see. I love high-powered offense, and he was able to put up 54 points. Pretty tight in the first half. I mean, it was 17-14 in the first half, but the Vikings kind of got out of their game in the second half. The Bears was able to score 27 points in the third quarter. That's a lot of points to put up, and along with winning the time of possession by a huge margin as well. Caleb Williams, 430, 5 TDs. And then you got Cade Klubnik. He struggled in this game, so it's going to remain to be seen how the Vikings address the draft and offseason. But we will see what happens. Then lastly, we had these Sims right here that we don't have to worry about. Like I say, nothing really major to look at. So we'll keep it moving. Taking a look at the statistics, we see some changes. Obviously, Shedeur Sanders fell out of the top 3, missed the game. Caleb Williams is number 1 right now in the top 3. He also leading touchdowns with 37. Bijan Robinson, Taylor, and Gibbs are in the top 3, especially after Damon Claiborne fell with 50-yard performance last week. So he's losing the top three rushing attack. Receiving yards, you got Andrews, Smith, and Collins, top 3. Andrews and Smith tied right now with 12 TDs. Jeremiah Smith is just a rookie, though. Make that be a remembrance in your head. And I'm also paying attention to that as we reward the Stephen A. Smith Rookie of the Year. Then you have Green, Payton, and Carter, top 3 in the sack category. Lloyd, Davis, and Warner still top 3 in interceptions. I love to see that, especially after missing one game. Bullard, Cooper, and Moore with Bullard had 90 tackles, so he's 10 more away from 100 total tackles. And that's that. Taking a look at some of the tweets out, we see elite edge rusher, not enough to stop the Ravens. So this week, we'll do that recap for that week. I think that's it. We'll take a look at the standings, see if anything changed. As I said before, we were in a battle over here in the AFC. That one game put me back a little bit because that was a good fight. NFC, you got the 49ers and the Bears. AFC North right now, you got the Browns and the Ravens right now. Even the Bengals being 3 games back, 2 games back. Still. What do they call it? Statistically, they're still in. I mean, they're not out right now. 3 games back. Let's take a look at that division record. 2-2. So they still have some more division games left. Colts and the Jags, man. As I said before, it's a great battle. I hate that I just made that last minute decision to not make any babies this weekend, but it's still a tight race right now. Colts did beat the Jags, and I think we play one more time, if I'm not mistaken. But for the most part, Colts is on a historical run. AFC East, you got the Patriots and the Jets. Can't count out the Dolphins right now. Bills out of the playoffs, but the Dolphins only 2 games back right now, and they're undefeated. Well, no, they're 0-3 in their division. So It's looking like it's going to come down to the Patriots and the Jets for the AFC East. AFC West, you got the Chargers and the Raiders. With the Raiders taking that big sim win, that helps them a little bit, and they are tied in division record. I mean, Chargers just one game ahead, so it's looking tight right there. NFC North, you got the Bears and the Lions. Packers still on the edge, hanging in by a thread, and then there are 2 and 3 as far as the division. But Lions and the Bears undefeated in their division, so it's going to come down to these two teams right here, and you can kind of close your eyes and pick because it's going to be tough to see who's going to win this one. It can go either way. NFC South, you got the Panthers, Saints, Bucks, and the Falcons. Everybody is still in right now with the Panthers and the Saints in a battle. Panthers is looking better than everybody in the division, being 3-1. But the Saints is still on them, and the Saints just took an easy win against the Jaguars last minute, so that helps a lot for them to stay on that in that race. NFC East, you got the Giants and the Cowboys, Commanders and the Eagles out right now. Well, they're out, not right now, but they're out. But the Cowboys and the Giants are going to come down to those two teams. Taking a look at the division records, they both have one loss in the division. Biggest difference, just one game back as far as Cowboys go. So it's going to come down to these two teams. Possibly those two teams playing each other is going to dictate the NFC East. NFC West, you got the 49ers and the Rams. Cardinals and the Seahawks out. Probably why he haven't responded back to my message because he's out of the playoffs. He's probably fighting for a tank year and probably trying to get that first pick. 49ers undefeated. Rams, one loss, one game back. It's going to be tight, man. You guys heard the Rams say he's going to win it all, so that's a bold statement. Not winning the NFC West at this particular moment, but hey, he believes, so do I. So if he believes, I believe. And that pretty much wraps up this recap. We're back, man. We're ready to go, and we'll keep this thing rolling, man.